This podcast contains discussions of violence, crime, and disturbing themes. Listener discretion is advised.
Murder, kidnapping, cults.
Where the trail goes cold, we keep digging.
But let's be honest, we're not professionals, we're not detectives, not criminologists, and we're not even that good at puzzles.
We're just two amateurs with a microphone, way too much curiosity, and a love for good mystery.
We're definitely going to get it wrong. We'll probably go off on tangents, but we'll have fun.
And hopefully, so will you.
This is Dead Ends.
Hi.
Hi.
It's a good intro today.
Yeah.
How are we doing?
It's pretty good. I've had a great week, great month. This month I've just focused on Halloween exclusively.
Yeah,
and
you were saying. Nice.
Ignored all my other responsibilities in life.
Sometimes that's the way. I guess people have their seasons.
Yes.
Most people will focus on Christmas.
Yeah.
But for you, it's Halloween.
Halloween, the best season. How's your week been?
It's been really good, actually. I had a really good time at work. I work at a music venue in Clitheroe. And I usually do all the, the sound tech stuff. But they got me doing lights this week, like all the stage lights.
Yeah.
And it was a very complicated system, but got there and I was just strobing. I just kept strobing the lights on all these kids. It was really fun. So yeah, I had a really good week.
Singing Frozen, let it go.
Yeah, basically. Well, they were doing like a Stitch, Lilo and Stitch show, and there's a bit where like an explosion goes off, and that's where Stitch comes in. So I was like, strobe. Yeah, so that was quite fun. So yeah, been a good week. Been looking forward to doing this. This is our second mini.
Yeah.
And I feel like we should clarify, it's mini in the fact that we do shorter stories each.
Yeah.
But the episode is not mini.
There's a high chance it's going to be longer than a normal episode.
This is a longer episode, guys. Welcome to the second longer one.
But you can take it in bites.
Yeah, you can come and go.
You can do that anyway. But
we can come and go, can't you?
Yeah, why would you want to?
Exactly. So, but last week we did Jill Dando.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
It was. And I still have no idea.
No.
Yeah,
I came away thinking, let me just think this through again. No, still nowhere nearer to knowing. So, sorry, Jill.
Just like the police.
Not clear.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I think that's a theme in every episode.
I know.
The police have no idea who did it.
Well, to be fair though, in our mini ones like today, I've got some resolutions.
Oh, true.
So at least there's some endings to some of them.
Yeah.
And we'll have to do some endings to some anyway, I think, going forward.
Yeah.
There's a lot of solved murder that we should definitely cover.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
But aside from that though, our t-shirts.
Oh yeah.
They're going well.
They're going well.
We've sold 8 so far.
Have we?
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
I knew we'd sold 2.
Yeah. No, we've sold 8 so far. So I put the order out last night. So they should all be with us just in time for next week's episode. So we can actually wear them probably.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed that, we can do a bit of an unboxing next week.
Oh, yeah.
So that'd be really fun. And just once again, thank you, Katie.
Yeah, thank you.
Loving the Death by Owl tee. That's mainly the one that everyone's got.
That's our biggest seller so far.
6 of them.
6 out of 8. Oh,
so 2 of the logos for me and you. So right. Yeah. So good. So we're back on with our mini episode.
Mini.
Where Pete and I each cover 2 cases and we present them to each other. We don't know what the other one's done. We're just going to tell each other about a case we've come across. And like we said, shorter stories, not so short time. But as Halloween is just around the corner, we've tried to link our cases to that.
Yeah.
Although some of the links may be...
I've stretched it was meant to be
very, very loose.
Like Halloween film stories.
Yeah.
Linked them, and some of them are very, very linked.
Mm-hmm.
Mine are very stretched.
My second one is I'm doing the origin story for The Nightmare of Elm Street for my second one. So that is Halloween.
I started with movies in mind, and I, as
you do,
always, I just went down about 5,000 tangents.
Yep, I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm excited. So you went first last time. Shall I go first
Yeah.
this time? So my first case is about Winnie, Ruth, Judd, and it's also known as the Trunk Murders.
Oh.
So my loose link to Halloween with this one is it's linked to one of your favorite rides. It's also one of my favorite rides, the Hollywood Tower of Terror.
Is it? Oh, you like that ride
Persephone's
as well?
here too. Yeah, the Hollywood Tower of Terror at Disney.
No way.
I'm not going to explain the link now though because it just gives away the whole
Oh,
case.
that's the
So I'm
best
going to
ride
circle
ever.
back at the end. And apparently Persephone,
She's
Peter's
our
cat,
spooky Halloween cat.
she's here too.
She
to
lives here
listen.
the rest of the year as well, but
Yeah, spooky Persephone.
yeah.
So Winnie Ruth Judd was born on the 29th of January 1905 in Oxford, Indiana. At the age of 17, she married a World War I veteran who was more than 20 years her senior, Dr. William C. Judd. The marriage wasn't particularly great. Due to injuries caused during the war, her husband was addicted to morphine.
Oh.
Yeah, and therefore they struggled to keep jobs down and they had to keep moving around a lot. And their finances were just basically very unstable. And Winnie also learned during this time that she had some health issues. And as a result, she was infertile. So it's really difficult on their relationship. By the 30s, the marriage had really broken down. Like they're still communicating, but they're basically living pretty separate. And Winnie decides to move to Phoenix, Arizona. Here she begins working as a medical secretary at Gruno Medical Clinic. And she befriends two women, Agnes and Leroy, who's 32. She's an X-ray technician, which I think is really cool at that time.
Yeah.
Like in the 30s, that there's a female X-ray technician.
Yeah, because I don't know when X-ray is coming out, but it must have been pretty new.
Must have been, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's quite cool.
Yeah.
And then also her roommate, Sarah Hedvig Samuelson, also known as Sammy. She was 24. Oh no, I think I've got that wrong. I don't think she's 32. Sorry, I think she's younger. I'll double check. But basically, she would meet with these women quite often for like late night cards and stuff like that. And they were all part of this like lively social circle. And this circle also included a man called Jack Halloran. So Jack is a 44-year-old, well-known local businessman, very influential member of the community. He was married, but he was known for being a playboy, and a philanderer. And of course, Winnie, who's having a really low time in her own marriage, she catches the eye of Jack and the two become quite friendly. And then it becomes an affair. Now, it should be noted that at the same time, her friends are also having affairs with Jack.
With the same guy?
Yes. So there's a fire ahead that we can already see a brewing.
Yeah.
So during this time, it's like early 1931, Winnie moves in with her new friends for a few months, like a bungalow apartment together.
Pretty awkward for the affair.
Yeah, it doesn't go along very well. And she ends up moving back out and getting her own apartment, not too far away from her friends. So that's kind of the backstory. Then on October the 16th, 1931, Winnie goes around to see her friends, Agnes and Sammy, at their bungalow at 2929 North Street, Phoenix. It's North Street in Phoenix. They're just going around for drinks, games, usual kind of late night stuff. What happens next does remain disputed because there wasn't a clear evidence of exactly what's happened as it's gone down. But basically, she's gone round and an argument's broken out. Can you guess what the argument was over?
Mr. Playboy.
Yeah. So basically, they all start getting really angry with each other because each one of them are all having affairs. And this escalates into violence. And it results in Winnie shooting both women with a .25 caliber handgun.
Oh my gosh.
She also gains a gunshot wound to her hand from the encounter.
From her own gun?
Yeah.
Was she?
Don't know. So the official version claimed that Agnes and Sammy were unarmed and the attack was premeditated. However, Winnie changes her story quite a few times when it gets to court and stuff. In one version, she claims that the shooting was in self-defense. She says that Agnes had a knife during the argument, and that's when the gun went off in a struggle, and that's potentially where she's, in self-defense, she's got shot. It gets worse. So Winnie's just shot both of her friends in their apartment, in a jealous fit of rage. And then she proceeds to jam the body of Agnes into a large trunk.
Nice.
Sammy's body, however, was too heavy and wouldn't fit. So she decides to dissect the body.
Okay.
Yeah, and places it into multiple suitcases and covers it with articles of clothing. She then takes the luggage and boards a train bound for Los Angeles.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So en route.
One of them's still fully whole.
Yeah, one's
How
intact.
does she carry this?
I don't know. That's I'm guessing like, I don't know, it's the 30s. I'm guessing it's like that bellhop service or something. Or
Can you just help me with my dead bodies?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm going to come back to that because this comes up in the trial of like, how has she done this? So en route, the trunk begins to leak blood and emit a pretty foul smell. And obviously the people around her notice this and decide to inform the police. In those days, apparently it was quite common for people to smuggle deer meat aboard trains.
Right.
And that would smell quite bad. So I think they thought,
she's got deer in her bag.
She's a smuggler. Yeah. So when the train reaches the station in Los Angeles, the police are waiting to meet Winnie and ask her to open the trunks. She says something along the lines of, my husband has the key, I can't get into them. And basically she ends up leaving the trunks and fleeing the scene.
Right, she got very lucky.
Yeah, I think basically she talks her way out of it and her brother comes and picks her up from the station and she just leaves the trunks and goes.
Yeah.
So then the police are like, right, the trunks are still here, they still smell really bad. So they just pick the locks and open them. And of course, there's Agnes and Sammy chopped up in the other one. So Winnie goes on the run for a bit. She tries to disappear. She hides out for a few days, but eventually she ends up surrendering herself to the police in a local funeral home. And this is on the following Friday, the 13th of October, 1931. So she's caught and her trial begins on the 19th of January, 1932, so a few months after. And it quickly became quite a national media spectacle. They've known her as the Trunk Murderess and also the Blonde Butcher. The prosecution argued that jealousy was the motive. The defense maintained that she acted in self-defense. And they said that maybe Jack Halloran was involved in covering up the crime. Because there was some weird things found at the crime scene that they thought this is raising some questions. So dismembering a body would be quite difficult for someone of her size because she was quite small. She was quite physically quite frail. And like you said, carrying a trunk of a whole person is really, well,
yeah.
I don't know.
It's hard to carry a person not in a trunk.
Yeah.
Like, let alone a dead body.
So I don't know how she's done that. There was also evidence, some blood evidence suggesting that parts of the crime scene had been cleaned up and stuff. So there was some weird stuff going on. But despite the rumours and Jack Halloran's own questionable behaviour, he was never charged. He was indicted as an accomplice. And this is after Winnie's new testimony further along in the trial, where she said, I'm going to be hanged for something that Jack Halloran is responsible for. I was convicted of murder, but I shot in self-defense. Jack Halloran removed every bit of evidence. He is responsible for me going through all this. He is guilty of everything I am guilty of. And in the statement, she basically said that after shooting the two women, she met up with Jack afterwards. He came round, saw the bodies, went, shove them in a trunk, let's get going.
Right.
That was her thing. He never took the stand to, like, you know, as his defense or anything like that. And his attorneys basically said, just don't respond. This is just clearly the story of an insane person.
Yeah.
So he wasn't charged and he was freed basically on the grounds that Winnie's account just kept changing a lot in the story that she was giving to the court, and there just wasn't enough evidence to pin him.
Yeah.
So the jury found that Winnie had premeditated the murders, as the relationship with these friends were deteriorating over the past few weeks, and there was already quite a bit of tension around the fact that all three of them were having affairs with Jack. So they also theorized that Winnie had shot her own hand just to implicate that it was possibly self-defense.
Yeah.
Winnie's defense contended that she was innocent because she was insane, but they didn't introduce the self-defense argument for the record. So Winnie didn't actually take the stand in her own defense. They just said they left out the whole self-defense argument because it just wasn't going their way with the gunshot So on the 8th of February 1932, she's convicted of first-degree murder, sentenced to death by hanging. She was sent to the Arizona State Hospital for the Insane, which is now the Arizona State Hospital, to await her fate. But it was found that one of the jurors had already made up his mind to convict Winnie. They basically chatted. I think they found some evidence afterwards where someone talked to him and he was already like, yeah, way before I was just going to convict her. So they basically argued that was juror misconduct. So her death sentence was overturned. But after an insanity hearing, they found her completely incompetent and decided that she should stay at the Arizona Hospital for Insane.
Yeah.
It wasn't uneventful from then onwards because she just kept trying to escape. She tried to escape like 6 times, often going back to like California to stay with friends, anything like that. And then in 1963, she escaped for a final time using a key to the front door of the hospital that a friend had given her. Don't know how that's come about, but I would have loved to have it feels like that. What was that American Horror Story show?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like it'd be like a good episode for that or something like she's got the key. But it's funny. So this final time that she escapes, she goes back to San Francisco, takes up a job as a maid for a wealthy family, uses a new name, and basically just hides there for 6 years.
Right.
Yeah. And it's not until 6 years later that her identity is actually discovered. And then she's returned back to the asylum. So, yeah. So upon returning, she hires a defense attorney who demands her immediate release. She is paroled in 1971 and then eventually issued an absolute discharge in 1983. She returns back to her maid position, San Francisco.
The same people.
Yep. Yep.
She was a good maid. What can we say?
Yeah. She avoided publicity, but occasionally gave interviews in later life, insisting that she hadn't acted alone and that Jack had played a larger role than anyone ever proved. And then later on, she moves back to Phoenix and she dies at the age of 93 on the 23rd of October, 1998. And it's 67 years to the day that she surrendered.
No way.
So that's Winnie, Ruth, Judd, the trunk murderess, and my link to Tower of Terror. So when you're in the ride, downstairs in the lobby, and you've got all these items everywhere, like the trolley cart and bits everywhere. They've got newspaper articles. And I took a picture of it. Hold on. And one of the newspaper articles has a headline that says, Ruth Judd gives up after 6 days, returns to asylum in hysterics. And that's when one of the attempts that she's left. But also scattered around the lobby is the same style of trunk that they were put in. So I just thought that was quite full. So it just feels like quite a clear link.
No way. And they do loads of stuff like that, don't they?
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
That's Winnie, Ruth, Judd. I thought it was quite a fun one.
That is fun. It's funny, she's hanging on, this guy tried to help me. But it's actually, it doesn't matter if he helped you or not. You still killed them.
Yeah. You've shot them. You've chopped them up. Well, even if you've chopped them up with someone else, they've been chopped up.
Yeah.
You're there.
She still did the initial kill bit.
And she was going to get hanged pretty quickly, but then obviously they've just gone down this insanity route, which, it sounds like if you're chopping someone up, you must be insane by default.
Yeah.
I would argue.
Good to know.
There you go.
I'm joking.
So there you go. What do you think?
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And next time we go to Disney in January, we'll have to have a look.
See.
Have a look at the trunks.
I find it crazy that as well, she's like, oh, you know what the best plan is now that we've killed them?
Get on a train.
I'm going to get on a train with them.
With them. A long train for quite a few days. It's obviously not going to...
You could have just dumped them in a forest or something.
I don't smell anything. What are you talking about?
Blood? It's dear meat.
Yeah. So there you go.
Why? I started off searching the Wicker Man.
Of course.
And
naturally.
seeing if there was any real life modern stories of it.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't find anything substantial enough and legitimate enough.
Fair. You were looking for actual Nicolas Cage being trapped in a giant Wicker Man burned alive, weren't you?
Or with a bee hat on or something.
Not the bees.
Not the bees.
Yeah.
or like someone actually building some sort of weird
sacrifice.
Yeah. Okay. So that just led me to sacrifice.
Of course. Naturally, the next step along.
And here we find ourselves in India.
Okay. I'm there. Yeah.
So I've written it. I'll just read it out.
Is it a story again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not maybe as good as, but you be the judge.
Okay.
In the quiet village of Elanthoor, life once moved at a slow, predictable pace. Lush, green hills, winding roads, the smell of rain on the red earth. It was the kind of place where neighbours still called out to one another across fences, and news travelled by whispers before it even hit the papers. But in October 2022, only 3 years ago, Elanthoor became known for something else, something darker. A story so grotesque it rattled even the most seasoned police officers and crime reporters. It begins with the missing woman, a pair of strangers from the city, and a whisper of witchcraft that turned out to be far more real and more horrifying than anyone could have imagined. So, the first to disappear was Rosalie, a 49-year-old woman from the country. And she made a living selling lottery tickets, which apparently is common enough in the place where she lives. So she's cheerful, hardworking, living life on the sort of margins of society, very close to poverty. And then in September, she vanishes. And people assume at first that she's just gone to another town to try and get more sales. Yeah. That's, again, quite common.
Okay.
But her phone went dead.
Right.
Her family couldn't reach her.
It's 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I keep going,
in the 30s?
Yeah.
She was also a time traveller.
I know.
But days pass, weeks pass, her family can't reach her at all.
Right.
And they get very concerned. Around the same time, another woman, Padma, she's 52, also sells lottery tickets. She goes missing. Same area, same age bracket, same profession. And the police are like, this cannot be a coincidence.
Yeah.
So they trace Padma's last phone location, and it leads them to a town nearby, Elanthoor. And so it's just like a little village with like farms and sort of plantations around. So it's like really quaint. And then in come Bhavgal Singh.
Okay.
So this is a person.
Yeah.
So him and his wife, Layla, they live in a large house in this village, and he was a traditional healer and a poet. Quite a nice sounding guy.
Nice.
Yeah, literally. He's known for his gentle manner, and she was reserved, pious, the kind of woman who would light lamps at the altar every evening, and she was very like religious and committed.
I have a feeling that they're not going to be good. This
Well,
seems too good.
They seemed
You're
ordinary.
too nice, sir.
Yeah, they seem very kind. But here's where things turn.
Okay.
So behind closed doors, they were just consumed by fear. And so they were afraid of bad luck, misfortune, just all that sort of like stuff.
Karma and stuff like that.
Yeah. And they were like, there's these sort of shadows and things that we can't pray away.
Okay.
We can't be pious enough. And so enter another person. He's called Muhammad Shaif. Okay. So he calls himself Rashid, and he's a self-proclaimed tantric, a ritual practitioner. So he promises miracles through black magic. So if he was in the West, he'd probably call himself a magician or something.
Voodoo man.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So he's very cunning, very manipulative, and zero empathy. Just does not care. And so he tells Bhavgal and Layla that their luck has soured because of a cosmic imbalance.
Of course.
And, well, they believe him. Yeah. But this is where it goes even more. So he said, only human sacrifice can restore prosperity and peace. So the only way to overcome this cosmic imbalance is human sacrifice. And naturally,
they just skip the animal. They were like, no. Yeah. Straight to the end of the line. Okay.
And they're like, yeah. That's true. And so June the 6th, 2022, they kill Rosalie. So they lure her to the house under the promise of acting work, a fake film project. So they give her the money up front, I guess, on the street. They're just like, oh, you'd be perfect for this role.
Yeah.
And And so it feels really real to her. She's like, okay. And
Here's
if you're
the
really
money.
poor, you're like, well, yeah. And so she arrives at the couple's home, and she was led to a little outbuilding, the ritual chamber for the film. And so there's oil lamps, incense. The door locks behind her. And so what they do, they torture her, dismember her, and then bury her in the property.
Gosh.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Because this tantric shife, he's told the couple that that's going to bring them wealth.
Yeah.
You're going to be good. And they believe him. So nothing changed. And naturally, he has an explanation.
Well, of course it didn't work.
One sacrifice isn't enough. Like, come on, one sacrifice.
Are you guys new to this?
Yeah. And you have to repeat the ritual to balance the energy.
Right.
Yeah. So you've got this much negative. You've only done that much positive. You need a bit more to like tip the scales. So October the 10th, 2022. So July, 4 months later.
Love it.
Padma vanishes again. The exact same story, like fake acting off her. They lure her there and then no one hears from her. But this time they could trace the woman. So a family report her missing straight away. Yeah. And they ping her phone. Yeah. And that led them
to where they are.
Well, to Mohammed Shaif's number, the tantric guy.
Oh, right. To his number?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so I guess he'd been in like contact.
Right, okay.
And they followed his like history on his phone, like his Facebook page, text messages, and they arrived to Bavgal and Layla's house. And so they've buried them in the garden, but the police start questioning him and they pretty much snap immediately. Like,
they just confess?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And so they lead the police to the place where they buried it, and there's just these two bodies on top of each other. And
dismembered.
So, yeah, literally just body parts.
Gosh.
And then so everyone's arrested basically, and they're charged with murder, conspiracy, and human sacrifice.
Yeah. I mean, fair.
Yeah. And basically everyone in India is pretty much horrified.
Well.
Yeah.
This is 3 years ago.
Literally, yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. And
what happened to the guy? Did he get arrested as well?
Yeah, all three of them. Yeah.
So he was there?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think he was in the house when they got caught, but they like cracked. They said, oh, is this guy?
Yeah, and they've gone and got him.
Them. Yeah. And I guess the link again to Halloween is a very vague link.
I mean, sacrifice.
Yeah. But these sort of like human sacrifice and these tantric rituals, this is not true to the doctrine of what these people believe.
Yeah.
But it's the same basis that they use in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Oh, yeah. Oh, when they pull the heart out and stuff.
Yeah. So like that sort of Kali worship that they do in that film, it's the same thing. But obviously that's not a reflection of what they believe. That's just like an extreme movie version. And this guy is, again, he's taken that belief and exploited it.
What's in it for him though? Why is he? What do you know what I mean? Is he getting? Was there any like payment?
I think it's money. Yeah,
he's getting payment.
Yeah,
from the couple for what, like sorting it out.
Yeah, because he's promising them wealth and all this. And I guess for him, if you've got them in this position where they've done something so horrific, you can then exploit them. It's like, well, give me more money, or you're going to jail. And so he's just basically, he does not care.
Right.
He just doesn't care about.
I mean, he's classic psychopath.
Yeah.
He's no empathy. And is it psychopath or is it sociopath? I get mixed up with which one it is. But one of them is, I mean, they're both not great.
Let's see, sociopath.
But do you know what I mean? It's like the no empathy.
Yeah. Oh, psychopaths are more calculated and predatory. Sociopaths are just impulsive.
Right.
They might just like suddenly decide, oh, I'm going to kill this person.
Okay. So maybe he's more
a bit of a psychopath. Yeah. Yeah. And it's just preying on people's vulnerability and belief. Yeah.
It's a bit, I mean, it kind of links a little bit to like a bit culty. Like that sounds like a bit of a cult leader kind of thing.
Yeah.
Someone who can convince you. I mean, if you can convince people straight away from nothing to human sacrifice, that's, I mean, it's kind of impressive in some ways.
Yeah, literally. And it just shows
Terrible,
like the desperation people are in. Like if
that guy could sell cars.
Yeah. And why anything. Doesn't he?
Yeah, go like, do that, mate.
Just sell people like, oh, yeah.
Are you sure you're in the right profession?
Yeah. Like, just do something nice.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
It's a strange one.
But in sort of these religions, there's not a culture of human sacrifice, which is like, it's just an extreme version. Yeah. But again, it's weird that can be something you can convince people of.
Yeah.
If it's not in your belief system, it's just such a small push for people when they're like desperate and they are very rooted in what they believe.
Yeah.
It's such a small push to get them to.
Yeah.
And this is how cults happen, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah. And that's vaguely Wickerman linked.
Yeah. That's good. Well, I did have another one, but it was too good. And It was so in detailed and there was so much to it that I thought I'm going to sit on this one and we should cover that one together.
Yeah.
Because it needs more attention. So I found something else to do today. It's a bit shorter and more to the point.
Nice.
And since it's Halloween, I thought, right, yeah, let's go back to movies. And one of our favourite movies in my house is Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
It's just classic. So I'm basically, this is what inspired it. So the Nightmare on Elm Street was released in 1984. It was one of the most iconic horror films of all time. It was written and directed by Wes Craven, and it introduced audiences to Freddy Krueger, a burned, razor-gloved killer who hunts teenagers in their dreams, turning sleep itself into a deadly trap. The film not only redefined horror, but also tapped into a very real universal fear: what happens when you're most vulnerable, when you're asleep. But what fans don't realise is that Freddy's origin wasn't entirely fiction. Wes Craven's idea was actually sparked by a series of real-life deaths that were every bit as terrifying as the nightmare on screen.
Right.
So before Freddy Krueger haunted our dreams on screen, there was a real-life mystery that terrified doctors, families, and entire communities. So in the late 1970s, early 1980s, a disturbing pattern began to emerge among young men from Southeast Asia, particularly refugees from, I think you pronounce it Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam. I think it's Laos. And these were people that, refugees who had resettled in the United States after the Vietnam War.
Right.
Many of these men were part of the Hmong ethnic group. Hmong, I think that's how you say that. Yeah, I'm going to go with it. Families who had fled the war, persecution, and trauma, just hoping to start over in the United States. But after surviving unimaginable hardship, they met a chilling fate in their new homes. Perfectly healthy young men, most of them in their 20s, early 30s, began dying suddenly in their sleep, and there was no clear medical explanation why. They would go to bed normally, sometimes after complaining about bad dreams, but they'd been found dead by the next morning. Autopsies would reveal no heart defects, no sign of poisoning, no evidence of physical trauma. It was as if something had killed them whilst they dreamt. So the Centre for Disease Control and Prevention eventually gave this phenomenon a name: Sudden Unexpected Nocturnal Death Syndrome, SUNS. The press called it Asian Death Syndrome. And then between basically 1977, 1981, more than 100 men, mostly refugees, were reported to have died this way. And there's one particular case involving a young Laotian man. I think that's from that Laos.
Yeah.
Who, according to a Los Angeles Times article, had been terrified to fall asleep. He told his parents that something evil was chasing him in his dreams and that if he slept, it would catch him. For days, he refused to go to bed. He even hid a coffee pot in his room, in his wardrobe, to stay awake.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Obviously, eventually, exhaustion won.
Yeah.
One night, he fell asleep, and his parents later woke to the sound of him screaming. But by the time they reached him, he was dead, and there was no clear cause. Yeah. So when horror director Wes Craven read that story, it stuck with him. And he said later that the idea of a person being killed in their dreams and desperate to fight to stay awake was haunting in a way no ghost story could ever be. A true account combined with other ports of Sons became basically the inspiration for A Nightmare on Elm Street. So he created Freddy Krueger, the burned, vengeful killer who stalked his victims in his sleep, which is basically a terrifying metaphor for the trauma that follows you even when you sleep. So while Freddy is fictional, the fear behind him was real. Many researchers believe that the Hmong deaths were tied to extreme stress and trauma, as the refugees had obviously survived war, imprisonment, loss, and combined that with genetics and sleep disturbances, those factors may have triggered deadly cardiac arrhythmias during sleep. So the exact cause of death remains unknown, but there's a theory now that they think it might be a manifestation of a heart-related genetic condition, something like the Brugada syndrome, which is a rare inherited heart condition that can lead to dangerously fast or irregular heartbeats and suddenly cardiac arrest. The symptoms before are distress before death, such as groaning, labored breathing, screaming, followed by collapse, fainting, and an inability to be aroused from sleep.
Yeah.
But even with modern science, it's still not really explained. It's still very mysterious and doesn't really make any sense. So yeah, it's quite weird. And then just other facts about the movie. So Freddy Krueger is actually someone that Wes Craven had drawn upon from his early life. Basically, one night when he was young, Wes Craven saw an elderly man walking on the side path outside his house who stopped and glanced at him and then carried on walking. And he was wearing, I think, like a flap cap and stuff.
Yeah.
And it just basically really startled him, this old man. So that was his kind of like creepy Krueger. But the actual name Freddy Krueger was from a kid at school that bullied him.
Oh.
Yeah. So
laughing now, Freddy Krueger.
Yeah. So there you go. I just thought that was
that is mental.
That there was actually people.
Yeah. And I guess the human brain is so crazy that if you were feeling medically distressed and didn't know why, you probably could create some sort of character, as in these people who are scared to go to bed. Yeah. And having bad dreams.
Well, if your heart's racing, I mean, that's always linked with like anxiety and panic attacks and stuff like that. So your brain's going to match that.
Yeah.
And give you
something.
A traumatizing experience in your dream, isn't it? So, yeah. Who would have thought?
I know. Gosh.
Maybe Freddy Krueger is there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I thought it was a fun one.
Don't know.
No.
No way.
Nice.
Well, now we won't go to sleep.
1, 2, he's coming for you. Go on, what's your last one for us?
So, this one's set in Colombia.
Nice.
In Bogota.
Okay.
In a hotel.
Okay.
Hotel del Salto. I'm trying to remember what my link it was.
What you are?
What my link to Halloween was. This is when you have to guess the link.
Okay, we'll guess it. Yeah. I'll guess it at the end.
Good luck. Okay, so we've got a story start again. Why not?
Cool.
They say when night falls over Bogota, the wind carries whispers down from the cliffs. And if you listen closely enough, you might hear the rush of the waterfalls answering back. It's a place of beauty and death. A cliffside hotel frozen in time, perched like a ghost over the roaring waters. They call it the Hotel California, no, the Hotel del Salto. And for decades, people have come here not to stay,
Yep.
but to leave.
Nice.
Okay, so we're going to Colombia to uncover the true story behind one of the country's most haunting places. It's been the inspiration for many horror films and local legends. Yeah. I didn't research which specific films.
Hauntings, that's basically every horror.
Every horror,
film.
exactly.
Every horror film.
Yeah.
You good.
So, begins in 1923. 1923, Colombia. It was in the midst of transformation. The wealthy elite sought symbols of progress and luxury.
Yep.
So on this cliff overlooking these waterfalls, Tequendama Falls.
Okay.
The waterfalls.
I like it.
An engineer named Carlos Oroto Tapias had a vision. He'd build a French-style mansion to mirror the great houses of Europe, a place where the rich could escape the chaos of Bogota, sip champagne while watching the river plunge into the abyss below.
Nice.
It's basically like the Colombian Hollywood Tower Hotel, I guess.
Yeah.
In many ways.
I'm seeing a bit of like The Shining.
Yeah.
Hotel.
Yeah.
In my head.
I love that one.
But waterfalls in front of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. And so for a while it worked. The Hotel del Salto, which translates to Hotel of the Leap, opened in 1928. It's got this grand staircase spiraling up through these hills. And basically when you see it, there's like a cliff and it's just sat there on the top. Like, it's like,
just perched.
Yeah. And you like picture those sort of Italian Riviera drives with winding roads. It's like on the corner, like that sort of thing.
Nice.
And so it's very glamorous, but obviously over time, that age of glamorous hotels, rich, doing these things, it fades away. So by the 1950s, the Bogota River was really polluted and people stopped coming. They were just
polluted, like litter?
Yeah, like I think just general environmental pollution, like people putting crap into it, rubbish, whatever you have in your house to get rid of.
That's sad.
And so people just stopped coming.
Yeah.
Why would you go to somewhere disgusting that smells? Well, people still come to my house.
Here, aren't we?
So the history of the falls, they had this like history of nice spiritual mythology and weight. So there's the Musica people who lived in the region before the Spanish arrived, and they believed this was a sacred place, which of course Europeans came and destroyed. According to legend, the god Boccia struck the rocks with his staff, creating the waterfall to drain the flood that had drowned the valley. And so that was the salvation, and they see this as a really spiritual place. But it sort of becomes twisted, this legend, and it becomes the place of the leap, and then it becomes the leap of the suicides. So this place, this building starts becoming associated with suicide. Yeah. And so there's loads of police reports of sort of lovers, students, widows coming to this place to kill themselves. So there's one particular, there's loads, but there's a young woman named Esperanza, and she checked into the hotel. People don't know why she came. Some think she sort of had some like trauma happen with her partner where they died. Something happens in her life, and then they find her body at the base of the falls, and it's ruled as suicide. But when they search the room, they find a letter, which it was addressed, I think, just to whoever hears her, to whoever hears me. And so she wrote, "If I fall, it's not because I want to die. It's because I want to stop being between worlds." So it's very sad. Yeah, literally. Aww. Yeah, it's very
it's
just heartbroken. Yeah. And so it's not a hotel anymore. It's been restored as a museum of biodiversity and culture.
Okay.
And people go there also for the ghosts.
Nice.
As they would.
Of course.
And
Well,
so,
if there's a lot of people died there and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
Naturally, people are going to just think that's where
Yeah.
there's a lot of spirits hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if there's this history of suicides and the history of where the building is, the Muzica people, when they were escaping the Spanish, they jumped off the cliff to escape, not to die.
No, to escape.
Yeah.
Last leap of faith kind of thing.
Yeah. And so some of the ghosts, so the people report a woman in yellow.
Okay.
A story of a woman wearing a yellow dress who lingers on the hotel balcony. There's shadows seen in corridors. Pretty classic stuff.
Yeah.
Fighting ghosts, there's one report.
Fighting?
Yeah. One of the caretakers, again, pretty classic.
Yeah.
He's seen two men knife fighting on the second floor and they're like translucent and afterwards they just
knife fighting,
fade away.
like little knives
Yeah,
or like sword fighting?
Like Peter Pan knives. Yeah. And they hear voices in the indigenous language.
Okay.
Some people see a headless man.
Oh gosh.
People hear cries in the night.
Yeah.
So there's all these sort of random ghost stories. But yeah, I guess they don't really know why people go there to commit suicide. It might be like the fact that...
I mean, it's a cliff.
Yeah, exactly. And you can get a room that is overlooking the cliff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sad.
It's very sad.
And where is it? Colombia?
Colombia, yeah.
And it's still standing, but it's this biodiverse.
It's a museum now,
it's a museum now.
Yeah, and like cultural and
Right.
history and biology of the land.
That's a good one. I like that because it's not following any particular person. I know you mentioned like Esperanza, but it just the building itself and the location is creepy enough.
Exactly, and I think sometimes
the house is the main character.
Exactly, yeah. And if a place gets a reputation, people are naturally drawn to it. And if you're in a place which you feel sad or you believe there is that spiritual weight, you're more likely, if you're on the edge, to want to. And
did you say it was the most haunted there in Colombia?
Or I think
in that area?
I think they would say so.
Yeah, probably.
So, yeah. Everywhere's the most haunted on their own website.
I wonder if there's like any videos anywhere, because like whenever I go on, I don't go on it, but if I happen to come across TikTok, my algorithm is set up that it's usually people like in the United States and stuff like that are visiting the most haunted hotels. And there's so many where they're just sat out on their balconies and they're like, can you hear the lady singing? And you can hear someone singing and stuff like that. So I wonder if there's any like stuff like that.
Yeah, people do.
For this one?
They do report here. What noises do they hear? In nighttime, people report hearing screams.
Right.
And unexplained noises.
Is that people jumping?
It could be.
Don't want to be.
But I think because it's not a hotel anymore, it must be people going to find. Well,
I guess that doesn't happen now, though.
No, yeah.
Because it's a museum.
Yeah, but people presumably go and ghost hunt there. And,
yeah. Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I'll have to tell my dad.
Yeah. We should do a ghost hunt episode.
We'll go, we'll do a ghost trip.
There'll be loads near where you live.
I'll tell my dad to get the gear out.
Yeah. We could do a Pendle witch ghost hunt.
Yeah. There's apparently loads of witchy stuff going on up there.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
But,
that's one for the future. I thought about looking at the Pendle witches because I have a lot in the past, but again,
I don't know.
It's a big thing.
Yeah. A future one,
yeah.
I found your link though. I mean, one, like you said, is hauntings, which is just horror. But you said it's the leap, like a leap of faith. And also in Indiana Jones, he has to take the leap of faith. Your face. Your face, they're like, oh my God. Yeah.
I didn't until
the end. He has to do the leap of faith when he's doing the Jesus trails.
Yeah.
Trials. What is it?
The Last Crusade.
That's the Jesus Trials.
Is it the Last Crusade? Yeah, the last
It's the
film.
last one. Yeah, with Sean Connery.
Yeah.
And he has to like...
We named the dog Indiana.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
You're named after the dog.
Yeah, it's that one.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's your link.
Nice. That was a very... Because the other one, I didn't realise till the end that it was the same heritage as the Indiana Jones one.
Nice.
That's
a good one. I like it.
Yeah.
Some good mini stories today. I don't think it's been mini at all, though, this episode. I don't even know how long we've been recording.
We're like 10 minutes less than usual.
Ooh, so it is mini.
Yeah.
just a little bit more mini. Nice. That was good.
That was good. Yeah, a nice setup for Halloween. We've still got
a Halloween special next week. And we've got my dad coming back on again.
Yeah.
Because he is absolutely obsessed with Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
I think he knows most than most people you'll ever come across.
Yeah.
He spent most of his life like researching it. So really fascinated by it. So
I don't know that much about it apart from
we better start learning.
What I've learned, yeah.
We better start researching.
Yeah.
Next week.
Yeah.
Are we going to dress with top hats?
We could do.
Top hats and capes.
I've got a top hat, so it's a possibility.
Just you.
Yeah. And a monocle.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he had a monocle, but
no.
Nice.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah, so next week we've got my dad, Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
Hopefully t-shirts.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll have a look at them. Again, if anyone wants them, we can't sell them on the website because...
We're cheapskates.
Yeah. Just say it.
Well, we're
yeah, no, we are
void of money.
Yeah, we don't have the money.
Yeah.
So message us directly or text us or whoever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And we'll sort them out. It's £22.
And it also means that you can have a more sustainably sourced one.
Yeah.
Which is good because...
They're organic.
Yeah. Screw big corporations.
I was very particular about having a nice organic one.
And they're printed nice and near to your house.
I'm excited. I'm excited to get them.
Yeah.
And actually feel them and stuff.
Yeah.
Wear them to the gym.
Yeah.
That's probably where I'm going to wear mine all the time.
Nice.
Especially Death by Owl.
Death by Owl.
Yeah. Lifting weights.
I call them the owls.
Say hello to my little owls. Anyway. Cool. That was good. Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah. And have a nice Halloween lead up.
Yeah. Have a nice spooky week. And we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.